Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Merc with the mic.
What is going on? What is going on?
Scott Steiner just left me and went to you. Damn,
Yeah, he
he
just
moves fast.
damn. It was a far drive.
Shout out to the Steiner brothers from the Wrestling Babble. We did our wrestling retrospect, and we picked them this week.
And we saw death.
We saw men dropped on their heads in glorious fashion. It
Yes,
is what it is.
illegal murder. They signed
Wrestling
contracts
in
for
the
that
80s.
shit.
Wrestling in the 80s, legal murder.
Yeah, they signed contracts, so they're like, "Hey, you're not my responsibility."
Uh, protect,
Um,
protect, protect the other guy. Sure.
yeah, it's it, it, it's like
This.
it's like protect the guy with the hand struggle.
Oh,
Maybe.
maybe. Hmm.
Oh man. We got the comic book theater. We have Son of the Mask this week.
Boo.
Ugh. Ugh.
Not as bad as Catwoman in my book.
And there was a ton of games announced this week. There's a HasLab figure that debuted this week, and yeah, there's a lot of
There's a
stuff.
lot of stuff. I know. So the company I missed last week, in addition to Capcom showing off their stuff, I know it was in Street Fighter. No, it's not company was. What was the other company? It was Capcom. So it was Nintendo. It was Sony.
And it was
An
the
event.
Yakuza company.
Well, they did theirs. Oh, it was Sega in general because Sega had one for Sonic too.
Yeah, they did.
You told
Okay.
me they had Sonic.
I thought they
So it
showed
was getting
Sonic a
good.
different day though, and then they did
No,
their
they
own
weren't.
little thing.
No, but that's well. Oh, this is true because
Yeah.
they do have stuff to do with Sony. Because I don't they debut there first or no?
Yeah. No, the Yakuza game. Oh
It
well, the
was
new
only
one.
Judgment. That's right. It was Judgment that debuted there
Yeah.
first.
Everything else is coming out on all systems.
So they did that the same day. But the Sega also had a presentation because they let people get hands on. Then it was TGS. That's the other thing.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
Tokyo
what
Game
ended up
Show. Yeah.
happening. Why so many Japanese companies were doing their previews on the same day because TGS happened. So that was a 3 day event, I
Yeah.
believe. Maybe, yeah. There was a 3 day event. So there's a lot. Um, we're not gonna go through everything, but we'll talk about what we saw and what we cared about.
Well, I the one thing I care about is we getting like three. Well, now it's gonna be called like a Dragon games.
3 different ones, yeah.
Two next year, one the following.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting the sequel of Like a Dragon that has like a wannabe young looking hero that's happy fucking laughing.
Not every, I mean, some people don't look right at. All right, I get it. I get it. You get older, you dye your hair. Some people don't look right with fakely colored hair.
Yeah.
Some people, unfortunately, like Kiryu, who has a full head of hair in a young man's hairstyle.
Yeah.
It just doesn't look right gray. Doesn't he have an earring too in that picture?
uh,
It looks like he does. And if he doesn't, he
no,
probably
he
should.
doesn't.
So it should make it look worse. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, Kiryu needs to dye his hair. He doesn't look doesn't look right like that.
So there's a story that leads into that at least. So the two
Mm-hmm.
games that we're getting next year are Like a Dragon, Gaiden, the man who erased his name, and then we're getting the samurai one that was announced, Like a Dragon, Ishi.
And this is they're doing this is in the series. They said that this themselves. This is a Kiwami style game
Yeah,
because this is not a port.
yeah,
They're doing work on it. So at least they're gonna do the what at least what they did to um Kiwami 2. But then they said they're retiring the Dragon engine because it's not the greatest for
yeah,
what they want to do.
yeah,
Um, I, I listened to a podcast that's based in Japan called 8-4 Play, and there's a lot of people that usually localize games. And the information they had because they went, and some of them interviewed the people there. They said that the reason they did that game Ishin in Unreal 4, so that's not a Dragon Age game. And then they said they're gonna do, I think like the next Like a Dragon is gonna be in Unreal 5.
yeah.
That's just the way they want to go.
Yep.
So
So
I mean, I'm not mad.
I'm excited.
I'm not mad.
I'm just happy we're getting more games, and the Samurai one looks interesting. I think they even said that if Ghost of Tsushima kind of really helped them be like, all right, we could do this now.
Yeah, it gave them the confidence to put
Yes.
it out. It's just that company, because then did you also see the comments about why the game was not on Nintendo platforms?
They just feel like it could. I don't know why.
They released a statement. So what they said about it was kind of similar to the reason why Kiryu's not in Tekken.
Mm-hmm.
It has more to do with traditional practices and how Nintendo feels about how they felt Nintendo would feel about them putting that game on it.
Oh, okay.
So basically, the gist of it is, well, it's a game about beating people up in violence and the Yakuza.
Yeah.
So Nintendo being a traditionally Japanese company, they might not feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to harass them with it. I mean, I get it, but hey, don't leave the money on the table.
Yeah.
Just ask them. Just ask.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they'll say yes. That's all I have to say.
So those are three of the ones I was like the most excited about. Because I loved Like a Dragon as well, the first Like a Dragon. So getting the sequel to that was great. The Like a Dragon, the Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased the name. I'm very curious about that game.
I don't know did they say if it's gonna be an RPG
So
or
the
if it's gonna
timeline is
be
supposed to be between 6 and Like a Dragon. So it's supposed to be
no. They
Kiryu.
say the style of game
They
or
did
the
not announce
RPG.
it.
No, okay. That's the thing I'm interested in. Is it
Yeah,
an
they didn't
RPG?
say anything about it. I have a feeling it might be like the old school gameplay.
Part of me feels it's gonna be an RPG. If it's in that Like a Dragon series, the newly branded Like a Dragon,
Yeah.
I feel like it might be an RPG.
The reason why I say it might go into that old way of playing because they're not doing another Judgment.
Oh, that was another thing that they cleared up. That Judgment, there may be more series because of the PC version.
Yeah, okay.
Because the actor said he will continue to work with them, and he gave his
Okay.
blessing
I'm here
on them
for it.
putting the models and stuff on PC.
Yeah.
People gonna do what they gonna do, regardless. PC is PC.
Yeah, man.
I saw Uncle
I'm
Ben's
here for it.
grave beating up criminals in Spider-Man. People
Yeah.
gonna do what they gonna do.
Yeah.
But he gave
I
his
like
blessing.
Judgment a lot.
So he gave his blessing, so that cleared up that part of putting that franchise in jeopardy. So
Good.
it's up to them if they want to do it. So
Good. I hope so.
I hope so too.
I hope so. But those are like three. The new
Also,
Legend of
yeah,
Zelda.
I will put that out there. Those two games, Judgment and Lost Judgment, are out now on PC.
Nice.
They came out the same day of the announcement.
Yeah. They were
Judgment
playing.
Judgment is 40, Like a Dragon is 60. So it's not like 70. So go crazy. Get it.
Yeah. We got the new announcement of new Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, which is the Switch
Yes.
sequel of Breath of the Wild.
I know that was a part of the Nintendo Direct, which
Yes.
had a bunch of things. It also had Bayonetta 3 gameplay,
I didn't see that.
full demonstration and full like story, like
Nice.
trailers and everything. So that no longer is the game a full mystery. You got to see
Nice.
the new character, who's like people said is basically Nero with a katana from Devil May Cry because
Good.
she's got an attitude and she's young
Yeah.
with the short hair.
I know. I know.
And
Jinkies
then
is very excited.
good. I mean, the Switch needs another Bayonetta. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
People thought the game wasn't gonna happen, so it's out. It's
Nice.
out. The footage is out there in the wild. Check it out. I believe that is this year,
Yeah, it's October.
so that's not that far. I
Yeah.
think it's right before Halloween also. So it's like the 28th or something like that.
Right, nice.
That's good. That's all I gotta
GoldenEye.
say. Yeah, GoldenEye, but also the full announcement of the N64 lineup
Yes.
for the Nintendo Switch.
Well, the
GoldenEye's-
N64 was there already, so they're adding more to it.
Mhm.
So GoldenEye got announced that it's gonna be like a predecessor from the N64 one, but they also announced Xbox announced that they are getting a full remaster of GoldenEye.
That's cool.
So
That's
that's
cool.
cool.
Do you know if it's the same one that leaked? I don't know, earlier this year.
I don't know.
that people were saying, oh yeah, they found like the listings and stuff, and people were playing this kind of bootleg version of it.
I don't know. They just announced
Okay.
that Rare said that they are making one for Xbox.
So there you go.
Um,
That's a good thing to have a good relationship with Nintendo because they'll let you put the old games on your competing competitor system. Just saying.
yeah.
It is what it is.
We had I don't know what else Nintendo showed. Those are the only two that I kind of like was happy about. The rest I don't remember.
There's Animal Crossing stuff. There's
Eh,
Pokemon announcements. I
eh.
think there was actually an announcement of also Stadium getting the online.
Okay.
And you see, this is what I'm saying. They made an announcement for not just GoldenEye. They made an announcement for that Nintendo service because there's a bunch of games getting
Okay.
online. So, I mean, I have no nostalgia for GoldenEye. Where's Perfect Dark?
Yeah.
I played GoldenEye
Oh,
once.
cause Xbox owns Perfect Dark.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just
Yeah.
well, they own it, but where's the 64 one?
But they could, yeah, they played
I'm
nice
just
though.
saying they
It's on Rare
playing nice.
Replays.
They playing nice though.
Yeah.
Where's the 64? I'm
I
just saying.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I'm glad people are gonna get it. Um, Hey man, look, it gets 4K. You can see Odd Job in 4K
Yes.
and be
Stanley
mad as hell
Tucci.
that you can't shoot him. So,
Yes.
what's it? Okay, Murray, did you play that a lot or no?
I played it here and there. I was like, all right. I didn't mind it when I played with friends and stuff like that, but as a single game, I thought the game was trash.
Oh, okay.
I didn't
Did
think
you
the
feel the
single player
same
was
way
good.
about Perfect Dark or did you not play Perfect Dark?
I liked the Perfect Dark storyline. Perfect Dark, I didn't get that much into the ultimate multiplayer though.
Yeah, I think that was the time was past for it. It was less people around playing 64 multiplayer
Yeah.
like that, like hardcore. I think most people probably were playing like wrestling anyway. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I get it. I could say I have no nostalgia, but that's because I didn't own a 64 exactly.
Yeah.
No, I did. I had a 64, but I did not pick that up when it was in its heyday. The only thing I remember was the people that made this made Perfect Dark.
No.
I should try this, and so I did. So that's why I want to see Perfect Dark 64 version show up on 64 on their 64 collection someday.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, also the Pokemon Stadium stuff. They also people were talking about the lack of the Game Boy thing, the
Yeah.
transfer. So they were like, "Good luck playing rentals online." I was like, "Oh, you're right." So the gimmick of Pokemon Stadium was transferring your Game Boy Pokemon to a 64, which was at the
Yeah.
time for games revolutionary. Nintendo, they made that peripheral. That's them. Um, and that was the only way to get the ones with the stats that you made, the ones with the moves that you made. Like I don't know if you remember Pokemon Stadium, the move sets were trash.
Yeah. I remember.
The rental move sets were garbage. So I can't wait to see people playing with that. Let's see. Other than that, we move on from Nintendo. I know Sony had a bunch of stuff. You said God of War was one of them.
God of War, they showed like the final trailer of it.
A lot. Yeah, you got. If you don't want it now, you're probably not gonna want it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. They showed you enough to get you like into the game,
Yeah.
and into the story.
I'm sold. Like that game looks fantastic.
I like how the trailer ends with Kratos versus their universe
Yeah.
Thor. I'm like, oh, okay, I need to see this.
It was nice. They announced Tekken 8.
So Tekken 8, what was that a part of? Because
That was
that one was early.
that's what kicked off the state of play.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That was state of play. Thank
Um.
you. It looks cool, and then I like that instead of leaving it a mystery to what part of the game that footage was from,
Yeah.
because it looks unreal. I don't even mean Unreal 5, although I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
I'm saying how it looks in motion. It looks like a video playing. It looks like an FMV playing.
Yeah.
But the producer said that that's from story mode. So that is gameplay mixed with CG, which
Nice.
is pretty cool. Because they did it in 7. I don't know if you remember when you had certain story fights, specifically the one with Akuma versus Kazuya.
Yeah.
They did a lot of that.
Cool.
A lot. and they're gonna go hard on it in 8 for the story, which I think, yeah, why not? It's a story mode. And then, uh, what else was there big for them?
So there was one called Stellar Blade. That looked interesting.
Oh yeah, the Chinese game. Yes, because they changed the name. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
that looked cool.
That does look cool. Yes, sir.
Like a Dragon Ishi that was announced on the Sony gameplay, the State of Play.
Okay, okay.
That was the one that was on State of Play. The other two were announced
Also,
on their own thing.
I know Call of Duty was there. Did anything to get you into it?
I have no interest in Call of Duty.
Gotcha. I'm looking at Warzone 2 because I saw that was a thing. Because
Yeah.
I like to watch Warzone. I don't play those, but something about watching Warzone because of the battle royal nature of it. I like so.
And
I'll
I
see.
think this is Team Ninja. They're doing Rise of the Ronin.
And that's supposed to be, I think, next year or 2 years from now.
Yeah,
Like that's not this year.
that looks cool.
That's cool because again, it's Team Ninja. Like they do fighting mechanics like their own. They do it like nobody else. So I'm interested in that. And then they put out the demo for Wulong.
Yes.
Um, what's the actual title? Sheesh, I lost it. Because I know it's supposed to basically be their take on a Dynasty Warriors game, not
Yeah.
a Dynasty Warriors game. But remember, they are partners. Tecmo is now. It's been for a long time.
Yeah, Coney.
Koei.
Koei.
They've been
Yeah.
partners for a long time, and I was wondering why they never did a Dynasty Warriors game. So I guess they were just waiting
Yeah.
because it's specific. Okay, so if you don't know, when I say Dynasty Warriors, it pertains to a particular era of China's history that they call the Three Kingdoms.
Yeah.
And so Dynasty Warriors is eternally the Koei retelling the story of the Three Kingdoms.
With
There are
different animals.
9 of those games.
They all just
then
had
there's
different
side
animals. They had different animals you could ride.
No,
They had the
you can't
elephant.
ride animals until
The
until
third
the
one.
last one. No, you can't even ride them.
You couldn't ride him. I remember the elephant. I don't remember riding him though.
That's
Yeah.
I think one stage in Dynasty Warriors
I
4.
I think I gave up by 4. I didn't play
So
anything
4 is the
after
one.
that.
I think you can ride the elephants. Yes.
Yeah, and then I tried the Samurai Warriors one, and I
Yes.
didn't
Yes.
get into it that much.
Yeah, because it is basically just exaggerated beat 'em ups.
Yeah.
It's just 100 to 1 basically. But they're taking that formula. They're not doing that. That's why I say it's their take on the story, not the gameplay. So I like it because it's like Neo. It's closer to Neo. But they're doing the Souls thing. What they did at Elder Ring is adding jumping and stuff. So there's more verticality.
Cool.
So that could be good.
It looked
Not
pretty
quite
cool.
Ninja Gaiden though.
Yeah,
It's not Ninja Gaiden. So we'll see.
it did look cool though.
And the demo is out. So if you want to try it, try it.
Yeah.
I recommend it. I'm mad it's not on PC.
Boo.
Straight up mad.
Boo.
Because I would be playing it right now. Or when we're not casting.
Yes. And then the big thing was Street Fighter adding their characters and whatnot.
Yeah, so Capcom had a presentation. They had the gigantic Street Fighter presentation.
Yep.
They had the gigantic Monster Hunter presentation. And they had like one other game. I forgot. They did not show Dragon's Dogma 2, which I'm mad.
They do it on purpose. They
Take it
know
forever.
you wait for that.
Taking forever.
They
Show
know
me
it.
something.
They know it.
At
They're
least-
like, you know what
at
we're gonna
least-
fuck with today?
At least play a music video like you did for the first
They'll
one.
just
That's
play
all.
the song, and
Yeah,
then
that's
just
all
put the title, and that's it.
That's all I need. Give me the song. Give me the song. But so the Street Fighter presentation was basically almost equal to everybody's presentation in terms of information
Yeah.
because they kind of had to. They suffered a leak and it showed the pictures. But here's the difference: it did not show the final renders of all the characters. So even if you know who the initial roster was going to be, they still could have looked somewhat different.
Yeah.
Because the art is not exactly the same.
Oh, okay.
So, and to that end, you got to see the final artwork that's going to be, I think they said the title screen art. Because I think they said they showed the opening movie. Somebody had put it out there. I think the Street Fighter account themselves said that this is going to be the opening movie for the game.
Okay.
So like the trailer that they did show is the opening to Street Fighter 6, which
Nice.
is cool. And it shows the beginning 18 characters. This does not show if they have unlockables, because they usually have like 2 characters. Maybe they did not show the boss.
Yeah.
I don't know. They have shown Akuma in that artwork, and Akuma is not in that trailer. So he exists, and I'm assuming he's not gonna be a DLC. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm assuming maybe you beat the game and you get Akuma. You know what I mean?
And then they also showcased the creative player thing and online.
And it's officially World Tour.
Yeah.
So they're going back.
Yep.
Going back to a World Tour. The first time since Alpha 3.
Nice.
And I straight up say it. If I think about all the single player modes and all the fighting games, that was the best one.
Yeah, I like the Alpha 3 a lot.
Because that was basically taking your favorite character and building them up to be ridiculously strong by the end. But the thing I like about it is that it was like, so you know how Soul Calibur had their story modes and their single player modes that let you go across the maps and you fought these weird, wacky battles. And they kind of had that, but it was a little more mainline, the type of the stipulations basically for each match. Sometimes you fought 2 Akumas, and that wasn't fun. Sometimes you fought 2 Evil Ryu. Sometimes you fought Guile and Charlie at the same time. That's not fun.
Yeah.
But then also sometimes you got to fight with another character against the super characters. So you would fight against, I think one was it Evil Ryu and Akuma versus Shin Akuma, and then there was one that was like Ken and Ryu versus Super Bison.
Yeah.
And then they had the exclusive battles that were on the Dreamcast because they could handle it. There were 4 character fights, so it was 2 on 2.
I remember that.
So now I'm excited to see exactly what they do. They showed off the character creator. They mentioned that, and I appreciate this. They took things from Monster Hunter in the character creator, because I still say first it was Dragon's Dogma, but then Monster Hunter stepped up the game, and I think it has one of the best character creators in any game.
Cool.
Like you look at it and look at the details. Maybe Saints Row is better, but do I want to play that new game?
No.
Nah. But as far as they stepped up their game, let's just put it that way. So you can go crazy with the character creator. They showed the hub, which is not bad and crappy. I just hope the netcode holds up for it, because have you seen Guilty Gear and at the same token the Dragon Ball hub?
Yeah.
And it has the little chibi characters running around.
Yeah.
But the problem is a lot of players say that it's not good. They say it just messes up the process of you getting into games. They say they don't like them.
Yeah.
They don't like it. So I hope they get it right. I hope this is the first fighting game that really gets it right from the beginning.
I hope so too.
That hub thing, because they also show, which I approve of, that they have cabinets in there, and the cabinets you can play some older games. They tease Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Cool.
And Final Fight.
Nice.
So if those are unlockable in the game and you don't have to pay money, that's crazy. I'm just saying, because you can play them online. That's what they show. It seems like they're hinting at.
That'll be cool.
That's a lot of work, and also if they're going that hard, then that means every other fighting game company has to step up.
Yeah.
Because what I heard was they said that because these are not the same people that did 5. Just to put that out there.
Yeah.
One of the guys was a producer. He took over. He was not the beginning producer. You know that. So that guy that took over said they're stepping the bar up.
Yeah.
So that means any fighting game coming out after Street Fighter 6, if you don't focus on single player and give people something that they want to enjoy, you're starting off on the wrong foot already. So, just saying.
Good.
Just saying.
I'm excited for it. It's looking better every time I see it, so I'm excited for it.
Yes. Can't wait for them to put out the demo. But they also said October 7th, I think, is the start of the beta.
Oh, sweet.
That's when it goes live. So I think it's going to be a weekend or a week. I think it's 3 days or 5 days. I'm not sure. I have to check it back in with that. And you can sign up on their website. So do it.
Um, I have one thing with they just announced Hasbro Labs announced a new figure for Marvel Legends, and it's Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider, full
It looks
car and
cool
all.
too.
So I actually liked Robbie Reyes' character a lot. So I read him when he first came out. I'll say 2013 or something like that. 2010, 2013. It was during that whole Marvel Now starting that they put new characters and new diversity and things like that. They were like trying to diversify the full Marvel universe and stuff like that. So Robbie Reyes was one of the characters that they made. He's a Mexican descent and stuff like that. He was like he was like a not trying to be a gang, and he wound up dying because of the gang. And Spirit of Vengeance helped him, like saw him and helped him get revenge, and he just ended up keeping the Spirit of Vengeance with him. Um, but he's a really good character. He had a little appearance in Agents of Shield. I think it was season 4, season 5 of Agents of Shield. He was in there as well.
Hmm.
But he was a really cool character. Right now, he became the strongest spirit of vengeance there is, because now he's called the All Rider, and what he could do, he could make anything possess. He could possess anything to ride on. So he could actually he was able to possess like Silver Surfer shield, surfboard, and use it
Really? Okay.
and things like that. And
Did he get his permission?
and he controls the multiverse of the Spirit of Vengeance.
So that means like all of the former
Yes, he could control their power.
incarnations. Okay, that's
Yeah,
cool.
so he's actually really cool. So Hasbro Labs announced his figure, and it looks super dope. But that price tag is kind of hefty. Like it's like $250, and you gotta kind of put it up front because it is the Labs thing. So basically, you're pretty much paying for your spot for the figure. If I had the extra money, if I had the money to just splurge, I definitely would have got it, just because it looks super dope. It's just like 350s. That's way too high. But
But
if you
it's the only one.
yeah, huh?
It's the only one.
Right now, they haven't announced any of the bonus things.
No, I'm saying, but that's the only one of that guy. You
Yes,
gotta get it. You
that's his
gotta get it.
debut. Yeah,
You gotta get it though.
I might. Let's see.
Just
If
sacrifice something else. Just sacrifice the other pre-orders because the thing about the HasLab stuff is they are one of a kind.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you're gonna see them in a hobby shop for triple the price.
Yeah,
That's what I'm just saying.
this one I'm looking at. I may have to do it before. I think it was before September 22nd, and you get the Robbie Reyes figure. So you get the human version of him. If you get it, if you put in early.
Gotcha.
The only thing with that is like even if you do pay it for is like $100. Is almost $100 a month. Every 2 weeks.
That's
Anyways.
I mean that's not. Come on.
Yeah.
Reasonably for the HasLabs, if you only have to put down 100 and then it's 100 every other two,
Yeah.
that's not cruel.
I'm very looking at it though. I'm like, it might. There's a big chance I'll probably get it before the more Robbie Reyes thing is still there.
Would that
Because
be the first HasLabs you've
I got the
backed?
Galactus.
Oh, you have to go. Okay. Okay.
I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with that.
You never opened it, or you
No,
never displayed it?
I haven't got it yet.
Oh, wait. So okay. So clue me in on to which one of the HasLabs has come out. I know the Unicron.
Sentinel came out.
Sentinel is okay. Sentinel is in the wild. Gotcha.
The battle chest, the Mandalorian ship
Oh,
that
that
came
that was a
out.
one.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
The tank. I think no, the tank hasn't shipped yet.
Is that the GI Joe?
GI Joe one, the his
Okay.
tank that hasn't sent that. But the Sentinel one is the one I know for sure that it got sent out, and it was a lot of people loved it. I did Galactus, so when that comes out and actually gets sent, and then I could tell you what that is. But that's just like 3 feet tall,
Gotcha.
almost
Gotcha.
3 feet tall.
Gotcha.
It's like a little baby.
You're gonna need two delivery guys to bring
Yeah.
that to you.
But I'm really looking at the car's detail looks sick. The fire and the light up looks really dope. The character itself looks really dope. But yeah, it's $350 price tag, so I gotta really think about it. That's why you do overtime to see if I can get these damn figures.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. But it looks super sick. So if you're interested in it, go to HasbroPulse.com and be someone to put in for Ghost Rider.
Do it.
It's very close to the goal already, so you might get some bonus figures as well.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yes,
that
sir.
works. You want to get into this movie?
No, I don't, but we kind of have to. That's the thing.
That's the
That
thing.
is
We
the thing.
make a
Also,
commitment. Yeah.
before we go, we did do Constantine not too far back,
Yeah.
and we got the. I just wanted to put out that if you're GameSpot, they greenlit the sequel.
He
I mean, like
did.
20 years later. So
Yeah.
this news came out today, though. I know there was rumors about, oh, is it gonna be? Is it gonna be? But now it's official.
Yeah,
So there you go.
WB announced it about maybe on Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it was not that far.
So there you go. We just saw the first one. Second one is coming.
Yeah, dude. I'm happy for it.
Did they say who's um Oscar winner and Batman movie alum Akiva Goldsman will write the screenplay. So that's good news, right?
Yeah,
They don't say who the director is.
they probably won't.
Scanning. No.
It's too early,
True enough.
so
Oh no. Wait. Francis Lawrence. Do
okay.
you know who Francis Lawrence is?
No, I don't.
Okay. I think it might be the same person.
Okay.
What?
If it's the same person, then all right.
Because it
Probably
says
the same director.
band together again. So you know what I mean?
Okay.
I guess so.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah, because it says he's a Hunger Games guy, and we talked about that.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
right.
he was.
So,
Yeah, that's him then.
there you go. So same director and everything. Cool.
So we got this Son of the Mask movie,
Ah, jeez.
2005.
Why?
It is
So what is
rated
it?
PG-13. Came out February 18th, 2005.
It is an hour 34. That is an hour too long.
Excruciating minutes of movie. The director is Lawrence Gunnerman. He also directed Cat vs. Dogs.
What's that?
It's a movie called Cat vs. Dogs. It's
Oh,
literally
I thought it
cats
was something
versus
you saw.
dogs. They're like
I
have
thought it was
secret
something you
agents and
saw.
shit, and the
No.
cats were the villains and stuff.
Oh. Now that you say that, that sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he directed Ants.
Excuse me?
1998.
Ants?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. It says here he directed Goosebumps Escape from Horrorland, the video game. I don't remember that.
Oh god, that's probably right. He got the
I
idea
might
for
have to look.
his
I might have
face.
to look this up. This looks jank PC game. Oh,
Yeah.
FMV game. Oh boy, yeah. Those are the best games.
So, they're starring in this movie. We have Jamie Kennedy as Tim Avery. We have Alan Cummings as Loki. We have Ryan Fowler as Avery. Alvy Avery?
No, yeah, Alvy, Avery.
Alvy
Yeah.
Avery. Mary Mauser as Alvy Avery. Taylor Howard as Tonya Avery. Liam Falcor. You got multiple babies in here? And
Yeah,
then,
well, I think somebody was him when he was the crazy baby, maybe
oh,
in the
okay.
makeup. So it's probably a little person. You never know.
Bob Hoskins was Odin. God damn, I didn't
Yeah, that
know
was one
that.
of the only things I liked about the movie. Bob Hoskins was Odin. This is another
Yeah,
Raul Julia scenario where I don't know how much longer the man lived, but
yeah.
if this is one of his last roles, damn.
And then Ben Stein as Dr. Newman, who kind of reprises his role from the first Mask movie.
Yes.
Anyone else that's worth noting?
My only problem was there was just no real connection between this movie and the first movie,
No.
besides Ben Stein.
Yeah. That and it was just
I'm looking, yeah.
extremely.
Not enough. Not enough.
It was extremely
Otis played
cheesy.
Otis the dog.
There you go.
There you go.
But Otis was Milo in the other movie. Oh, Otis
Did
was
he
the dog
play?
here. Huh?
No, he's not the same dog.
No, he's not the same dog. That would have been cool,
No.
but at least it was the same dog. You know, Stanley Ickless like gave him adoption because the world, his life got crazy after the mask. So at least something connection up there. It would be Milo.
Yeah, they really don't. They don't try.
Yeah.
So my initial impression of this movie was made for people who heard of The Mask but never saw it.
Yeah,
We're trying to
and
ride the coattails of Jamie Kennedy's popularity. Because remember,
didn't he
even
have
though
like the show on Channel 11 at the time?
yeah, he had a bunch of stuff.
The
Jamie
the
Kennedy
the
was
the,
like they
the
went hard on him for a minute. Don't forget he was white, wasn't he? No, he
Malibu
wasn't
Most
white.
Wanted.
He was Malibu's most wanted. He was also like he had the Jamie Kennedy experiment. That was like
Yeah,
kind of
that.
big.
I remember
It's kind
that.
of big. And then he was in a bunch of movies. That's the other thing. He was in a
Yeah, he
bunch of
was in
stuff.
Scream. Um,
So like they went hard on him. It didn't pan out. This wasn't like I don't have that random unexplicable hate for the guy. So it's just they tried. This wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't doing it.
I never found him funny. Cause even Malibu Most Wanted, I didn't really find him funny that in that movie either.
I found him funny for the type of character he played on the Jamie Kennedy Experiment because he was
Okay.
supposed to be a crazy like game show host and
Yeah.
just making fun of people all the time.
Yeah.
Because remember, it was like a prank show. That
Yeah,
was
it
the
was
thing.
definitely a
So
prank show. I remember
it
that.
wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
That wasn't that bad. But like they tried to go on from there.
He looked like a
No.
sick Conan O'Brien in The Mask.
A little bit. I don't know what sickness makes your face green, but yes.
He ate bad shrimp.
All right. I mean, that does kill some people. They
Yeah, like
survive.
the bright. I didn't like The Mask. I didn't like either one of them with The Mask. The only thing I'll say of The Mask character wise I liked in this movie was the dog.
Yeah, yeah. They went all out with the CG on the dog.
Yeah. And so while he was the mask, he impregnated his girl, which gave him his baby the powers of the mask.
I mean, I'm mad they showed the little mask powered sperm beat out all the other. See, like there was some things that if it was done with better comedy,
Yeah,
better timing, better actors, maybe like it was plotted out better,
yeah,
that stuff could have been hilarious.
yeah.
It just seemed like, oh, okay.
You
This
just
is
feel,
what you
yeah.
do.
I feel like they
This
just
is
threw it
what you
together.
wasted CG on? All right.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like some of that stuff, they had good ideas. It just wasn't executed well throughout the entire movie. It
yeah,
just wasn't.
yeah. I definitely have to agree with that. Like, it was really hard. Like, it wasn't funny. Like, I was staring with a blank stare on most of this movie, just like
I like
staring at it. Like, come on, make me laugh, make me laugh.
the only thing I could really say, this was definitely a kids movie.
Yeah, I
And
can see
even
that.
then, even if we just talked about them showing the two little sperm swimming. It was done in such a cartoonish way, it couldn't possibly be offensive. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It was just that's this movie in a nutshell.
yeah,
Everything was done in a way that it just seemed so inoffensive, so sanitary almost, so safe that it just doesn't stand out. And that the only character that really stands out is the dog because the baby's almost kind of creepy.
the baby was extremely creepy.
Yeah, like the
I
balloon
hated like
head,
baby
the adult
geniuses.
voice,
Yeah,
the Ally McBeal looking jumping around and stuff.
yeah,
Like there's a lot of that stuff that was just like I get it. You're
yeah,
trying to go hard on the baby being the main character, like the new thing. Look at the baby. He's got the mask powers with no
yeah.
mask. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But like, nah. Alan Cumming was all right, but it just wasn't funny enough. You know what I
No,
mean? It
it
just
wasn't
wasn't.
funny. And even the scene, like some of the scenes, is just I think they did the gags way too long.
True. Oh yeah,
Like
that's true.
like the
Fuck
first
with
time
you.
he wore the mask and that whole scene did not have to be that long.
Yeah, that music. It was a musical.
It was bad, very bad,
It
and
was the
I
most.
I did not like the way he looked in the mask.
Yeah, I did. I wasn't a fan, but like that movie, the musical scene in the beginning. Yes, that's kind of the perfect example for this entire movie. It just wasn't that funny, and it went on too long.
I think yeah,
So
it's like they telling the joke and just waiting for someone to laugh. Like, huh,
yeah,
huh?
I
Are you
think.
going?
All
Are
right,
you
Merc.
laughing?
All right, Merc. I think you summed it up the best. Waiting for doing a joke and waiting for someone to laugh perfectly sums up this movie. Yep.
Yeah, and that's exactly what this was.
Two.
Yeah.
Two. It's a two for me. It wasn't as
Um,
bad as Catwoman.
two.
It just
Okay,
was.
so
I
your twos
go
are
ahead. Go ahead.
Underworld and Elektra.
I like this more than Electra. I thought Electra was boring.
Okay.
So yeah.
The mask, and this will get a two. I gave it a 1.25, and it's over Catwoman and Electra.
Dean.
That movie, that creepy ass baby. I kicked that baby too.
Didn't they kick the baby? No, they didn't kick the baby. Didn't
I
they kick the
wish they
baby?
did, cause I
Should
didn't
have
like
kicked the
it.
baby.
The baby weirded me out. Like I did not appreciate any of it. But then you know what? I don't like things when they make babies like. The only movie I like that babies like someone's voicing a baby is Look Who's Talking, and that's because they're not really talking; they're talking in their head. I hate Baby Geniuses. Anything, whoever made that movie, they should get punched in the dick.
Oh man.
Cause
Somebody
that
called
spawned,
Danhausen.
cause that spawned four sequels, and that did not need to be.
Damn. All
And
right.
yeah, whoever made Baby Geniuses should get punched in the dick
That's
or tried.
rough.
I'm not biased.
Yeah,
Like
you're not biased.
I want you to get hit.
If you listen, ma'am, if you made this movie, we got Danhausen on the phone.
Yes. That made you with the jar of teeth. Just saying. We do got a good movie next week, and I'm actually happy because Son of the Mask was very bad, but we got a good one next week. We got Sin City.
Oh, good, good.
Oh, with Eddie Kingston in movie form.
Starring live action Eddie Kingston. Yes.
I'm actually excited for this. I have not seen this in a long time, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing this. I definitely will probably watch it with Jackie because I know she hasn't seen this in a long time either.
Yeah. It's a good movie, but it's also disturbing because it doesn't just end with the Sin City part. There's other stuff. Kevin freaked me out.
Yeah,
That's all I gotta say.
in the yellow
Frodo,
dude.
freaking, whatchamacallit? What is his name? It's Frodo, but I'm forgetting the guy's name. The actor,
Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think this is the movie that I first saw him show any type of range.
yeah,
That was different from like just being a lighthearted, happy person,
yeah, yeah.
and he freaked me out.
So we got Sin City this week. We got Batman Begins the following week. We got Fantastic Four after that, and History of Violence rounding that up. The following four after that is V for Vendetta, 300, Superman Returns, and X-Men 3, X-Men United. Your favorite movie?
No, it's not.
I know.
It has my favorite scene for the meme.
Oh man.
I'm Juggernaut. I'm the
So
Juggernaut.
there's
Bitch.
one
That's it.
scene. It's just a preview of this, but there's one scene in that movie that really got me fucking annoyed.
What
And
scene
the
was that?
fact that so it was the fight scene with Juggernaut and Wolverine in the house, right?
Okay.
So Juggernaut sees to punch Wolverine through the ceiling, and he came back down. Punched him again through the ceiling and came back down. And then after that scene, he punches Wolverine in the face, and he eats it and then attacks.
Damn, you right.
Like how that works?
Where's Magneto at?
Yo,
Somebody doing something.
that part, like I saw that part and I was like, the fuck was
To
that?
be fair, was Kitty Pryde touching him?
No.
Okay. And did she make him dense? Because can't she do that now?
No, she could just put you through the wall.
All right. So
So yeah,
never mind.
none of that happened. If that happened, I would have gave it more excuse, but no, none of that happened either.
Okay.
And
There's
that
a
was the
lot of
one scene.
inconsistencies in that movie. There's a lot of things they
I
were
think
just
Brett
going for it.
Ratner directed that movie.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did. Thank goodness he's not there
and
anymore.
he got in trouble
But
after that.
like that was that guy going for the fences with his own take on the X-Men
Yeah,
hard.
he's like, I saw what you did, but I'm gonna
I'm gonna
fix
kill Cyclops in like the beginning of the man. I was mad as hell
it. Yeah,
when Cyclops died in that movie. I wanted to
I
stop watching.
I
That
think
was
we
my
are,
only question
I think that
the
we're
entire
like the
time.
only
Is he coming back?
podcast that likes Cyclops.
Is he coming back? Is he coming back? Where's
No,
Cyclops?
I don't know.
They killed Cyclops. What?
I thought he would
Oh,
too, or he wasn't dead,
oh,
but he was dead.
I hate that.
And then Phoenix just stared at people. That was her power, just
I mean,
staring angrily at you.
she disintegrated you. I get it, but like that made me so
She
mad.
didn't disintegrate either. She just stared at you angrily.
Well, I mean, she tried to disintegrate. She
She
no, she
tried.
got rid of a lot of people. She killed
Yeah.
Professor X by staring.
That he deserved it.
She tried to do it to Wolverine, but that's see, again they tried to. There's
I,
so many
you want to
inconsistencies with
know the
that movie.
best? The only thing I have extreme positivity for in this movie, the only thing that I was like, they got that right, and that was perfect. Kelsey Grammer as Beast.
As Beast, yeah, yeah,
That was
yeah.
like the most perfect thing in this fucking movie. The rest of the movie
You
was
right?
trash.
You right?
That was the best thing about
I
this movie.
I liked it at the time when I saw it in the theater, but upon further inspection,
Yeah.
it just a lot of things make me upset. Looking at it like, man, why did they do that?
Yeah.
Because the last movie they were on a roll. X2 was like, all right, they got it. Then they get here and it's like, oh, you just went to do your own. All right, no,
He is
I
going for
can't.
swinging for the fences on against his team.
And he had it.
Yeah.
He had whatever. Yeah,
It's like scoring a basket in your own team.
mm-hmm. Pretty
It's
much.
like, ha ha ha, fuck you up. Yeah. X3 is not looking forward to. I'm not looking forward to.
And isn't it long too?
Yeah,
Isn't
it
that a
was like
short
two
movie?
hours long.
Yeah, yeah.
And then after that, I'll run down the last four, and then we could end this cast. Zoom
Mm-hmm.
Academy. We have Fantastic Four 2, Ghost Rider, and
What is
Spider-Man 3.
Fantastic Four 2?
That's the Rise of Silver Surfer.
Okay, okay. Wait, we
So,
didn't watch the first one, did we?
that's coming up soon.
So, well, it's
It's
not in order.
mentioned it. So
I
we have
got you. I
Sin
got you.
City, Batman Begins, Fantastic Four, History of Violence, V for
Oh, I got
Vendetta,
you.
300, Superman Returns, X-Men 3, Zoom Academy, Fantastic Four 2, Ghost Rider, Spider-Man 3, Underdog.
You say Underdog?
Yep, Underdog had a movie.
What? Did he have a comic, or was he like a comic
He's a
strip
superhero.
character? Oh, because of the superhero. Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot. Right. He's
Comic
not
book
just
slash superhero movies.
true that.
So it's based on a comic or it has a superhero storyline.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah, I wish this.
I never saw that.
I
only
wish
saw the whole
Sun
cartoon.
Mask and wasn't connected with the mask. I
Yeah,
really wished it
yeah.
wasn't. This did
Unfortunate.
nothing with the list. Damn you, Jim Carrey, for being so good in their first movie.
It's so bad that a majority of the list still has to compare itself to the CG of the mask, though.
Yeah,
Like, what movie is gonna actually dethrone that?
I think we start getting it better, especially like once the MCU starts and during that time, we started seeing more quality and more like. But then we also got still some guys. We still got some bad CG as well.
I guess Iron Man, right? Isn't Iron Man the first one?
Yeah, because the suit is like mostly CGI.
Yeah, so I guess Iron Man is when it
I'll
starts.
say that. Maybe Incredible Hulk too, because his
Oh
his
yeah,
movement was pretty good.
that's before Iron Man, or is that
That's
like right around the
a
same
month
time?
later.
Got you.
Yeah,
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah,
and I'll say that's something.
yeah. True, true, true.
Sin City itself, like it's a visual.
Mm,
It's visually
true
great.
enough.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'll give Sensitive so much credit because there's a lot of that I can't tell.
Yeah.
because of how it's made, the black
Yeah,
and white. There's
the
a lot
black
of that
and
I
white and
can't tell.
everything. Yeah, so they did a
Yeah.
good job with that. So I'm actually looking forward to it. So yeah, Sin City this week, and yes, I'm excited for all the Yakuza's coming.
Yes, sir.
I'm very. I'm still gonna call
Can't
it
show up
Yakuza. I'm
soon
sorry.
enough. Hmm?
I'm still gonna call them Yakuza. That's the base of the game, but the Like a Dragon series continues.
This is true.
Yes, yes. So wrap this up.
Yes, sir. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better Elsewhere podcast. Make sure you check us out on anywhere and everywhere Red Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud. That is Spotify. That is, did I say SoundCloud?
SoundCloud and WordPress.
And we got a WordPress. Don't forget.
Yep, yep. You can follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch, or Mark with the Mic. Check out our YouTube page and the Twitch channel, the Mark with the Mic on YouTube and Twitch. We do have the Hot Ones challenge on there. Me and Tenacious T did the challenge, the Wings of Death, with 2 extra sauces, and we talked wrestling for some reason. That was the one that random topic we chose. Yes, Jerry King Lawler is not influential to the world today. I'm just saying. I'll put that out there. He is not, and you can tell me any single wrestler has ever said, you know what? Who influenced me most? Jerry the King Lawler.
No, I think he's influential, but the argument you guys had
Yeah,
was, did he hold up?
yeah. It does. He
And he
stand the
was trying
test
to
of time.
say he's holding up. And you told him the match you guys saw that was like not even that long ago. And he's like, no, he don't.
He does not.
So with that, I agree. If people say they like him, that's fine,
No,
because you can
that's
still go
fine. You
back and
could
watch
like
his
him,
old stuff and say,
but
yeah,
like,
he influenced me.
why?
But like,
What the question was? Does he stand the test of time? And I think he does not.
yeah, because it kind of tarnishes your legacy when you keep on
Yeah,
wrestling
yeah,
and you don't do a good job. Look at
yeah,
Ricky Steamboat.
yeah,
That man can still move. I'm just saying.
yeah. There's some like again. I think Piper I agreed with.
It's Piper because he was a crazy man. When
Yeah,
you look at him, you can tell he was old, but his character, he never lost his character.
yeah,
He was a crazy nut, and he would just swing at you. And
yep,
I'm
yep.
like, I saw the match. He was
Yeah,
just swinging at Jericho. I'm
there you
like,
go.
that's not bad. Yeah, he's an old man, but I wouldn't let him get next to me swinging his fist.
He's angry.
He's angry, and he got that old man strength.
All right. Yes. So check that out on YouTube. It was fun. I ate wings. It was great. Uh, Also, check out their podcast, the Popcorning Podcast. They do a pop culture thing. And they have a tournament that we've been doing. I'm part of, and I'll probably be on their cast maybe sometime next month. So I'll join in. I'm actually quite confident with my team because I have Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee in my team. No one's beating them. Anyway, um, yeah, he has a COC which is called the Clash of Champions. I call it the Coke because it's spelled cock with a K out there, and I find it funny and it makes him mad when I say it. So there you go. Other than that, check out all the other paths. We have the Morphin Cast and Trekkie, the Shell Shock, and the Game of Rage. So check those all out. We got new episodes coming soon for Shell Shock and Trekkie. So stay tuned.
Biggie just said, I want more in reference to the New Day podcast.
Yes, me too.
We still never got the end of the saga of Big Money Kofi.
I want to know the full story of the toilet tree stuff. We were getting there. They had a cast, but it was supposed to be a sequel to it.
Oh, shoot.
Because they were supposed to combine everyone's answer, too.
Ah.
Yes. I do miss that. I do miss Biggie's long as rants about his Langston name. And yeah, Big Money Cove. We do need Big Money Cove. Definitely. All right. Peace out, laters, and always remember, follow the Jinkies.